Hey everyone, it is Wellness Wednesday. I am Lori Hoy.
And I'm Dr. Fawn Schaefer.
And we are here to offer you some frightening facts tonight.
About that special holiday coming up next week. We wanted to give it to you a week early so you guys can kind of prepare a little bit for what's coming up. Mm-hmm. We all know that Halloween is the holiday of sugar and more sugar and sugar and more sugar. And so we just want you to be prepared and learn how to make it a healthier for you and your kids. So.
Hey, I'm going to just kind of ask you this question. Have you ever seen the videos where the parents tell the kids that they ate all their Halloween candy or their Easter
and
candy?
They cry.
And they cry. I think, is it Jimmy Kimmel that does that? Has people post it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
awful.
It's kind of sad.
It is,
but it's kind of funny too. So if you do that, share it with us because I actually like to watch. That's not very nice.
I also, before we start, I have to tell you one thing. I always get comments after I wear my hat and my contacts. I'm not crying. I'm not sad. My contacts have been in since noon, so my eyes are starting to rebel. So everyone's like, what was wrong with you? You look like you were just crying. I wasn't. My eyes just...
She's fine.
Had it.
So. I didn't hit her or anything. I didn't make her work out or do anything. Yeah, it's funny. When you do something, you change something, like put a hat on or put glasses on, people think that something bad happened.
Yeah. Well, it's my contacts. My eyes don't like contacts.
Usually when I have a hat on, full disclosure, I didn't wash my hair. Didn't feel like doing it. Now I've been really doing that often, so.
And I've been cleaning all day, so this was the way to go.
That's right. All right. Anyway.
All right.
So Halloween.
Okay. You can go
Healthy
first.
tips. Okay. So we have a couple facts that we want to share with you first. Okay. There are, during the week of Halloween, the week prior to, I should say, Americans buy over 90 million pounds of chocolate. 90 million pounds. Like I can't even imagine what that would, how big of a space that would fill up.
Who knows? But it's
probably the Pickle Arena.
And that's just chocolate. That's not
just
all the
chocolate.
Other stuff that comes with it. They made 35 million pounds of candy corn.
I used to eat that
for Halloween each year.
I like the kind with the brown on the bottom. They tasted better to me. No, they're the same thing. They taste the same. They taste like wax.
Flavored wax. But yeah, 35 million pounds of candy corn. And
I don't even want to say this one. The average child collects, this is just the middle range, 3,500 to 7,000 calories worth of candy on Halloween night.
Isn't that nuts?
That's like 4 days, maybe 3-4 days worth of calories of food.
In one bucket of
candy.
One bucket. That has no nutritional value whatsoever. So just calories.
Right. And so if a 100-pound child would collect that and eat it all, they'd have to walk for 44 hours straight to burn it off. Don't worry, I won't get eaten. They'll just give it all left to the cows. That's true. We read about that. They give, on a not so nice, I don't even know what do you even call it, the traditional farms where they farm cows for, they just give them candy. They just they just throw anything. They give them, and with the wrappers and everything. They just the documentary. You need to. I didn't watch it yet. I can't. What's the name of that documentary page? It's not Move Over. I don't know what it's called. There's one about meat and farming for beef and some of those. I guess factory farms is what you would call them. They just feed them anything, and candy was one of them in the wrapper.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so
yes.
Don't give your Halloween candy to the cows.
Don't. Just throw it away.
So they'd have to, 44 hours, they'd have to walk
or play full court basketball, full court, not half court, which would be, 14 and a half hours. 14 and a half hours of full court basketball to burn off that bucket of candy that's up to 7,000 calories.
Yeah. Crazy sauce.
I like basketball, but I don't want to play it for that long. Right. I'm good for like 45 minutes.
And if you think about it, granted that's like exaggerating, but how many kids actually do even an hour of activity a day anymore, right? So just think about what it could do to you if they eat all that candy and do this all day, right?
Well, they probably don't. And then they go to school the next day, and believe me, I was there. And then truth. Hashtag truth. Look it up. So yeah, look that up. Oh boy, I don't want to. So, and I don't know if I've ever had one of these. Have you? An apple cider donut?
Mm-mm. But they sound good.
It would take 54 push-ups to burn off one apple cider donut.
Yeah.
I don't like to do push-ups.
It would take 17 minutes of burpees, which we all love burpees, right? To burn off the calories in a bite-sized Snickers. So, what happens when you eat a whole one?
Oh, that's a lot of burpees. That would be barfies, actually.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be burpees. I'd be barfing after that many. And to burn off a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, and I have a very, very, very good option for that. Very healthy option to that pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. You would have to walk 134 minutes. So an hour is 60. Do the math. Over 2 hours of walking to burn off one tall Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. If you like pumpkin spice latte, come see me. I can give you something that's so much better for you than that.
Way healthier.
Yeah.
And it tastes really good.
It does taste really good. And I will tell you, I remember when I first started actually focusing on exercising before I became an instructor. I used to drink the Frappuccinos, the Starbucks Frappuccino drinks you get at the ice store, whatever.
Oh, those
in the jars. And I would go, my mom always had them in her refrigerator. It was kind of like my little treat when I'd go see her, the mocha one, which was even worse. And when I started, and I would walk on the treadmill for a half an hour when I first started, right? I hate the treadmill. But I would read like classwork books that I didn't like. And I would watch the calories I'd burn during that time, your mom had them, yep. Yep, she's a pusher of that stuff, right? And so I would start doing that, and I would calculate how many calories I would burn in the half an hour that I would walk at a good pace and, whatnot, just to keep an idea. And so after I did that, I'd go to my mom's, I'd pull out that thing, and I went, I wonder how many calories this is. And I looked at it, and I went, I'm not drinking this. She goes, why? I said, because I'd have to be on the treadmill for an hour. No way. And I put it down because I hated the treadmill. So that's one of those things that just kind of started me looking at, those kind of trade-offs. And it really doesn't work. And you really don't, yes, you would burn that many calories, but we know that it affects you in so much.
Right. Because you've
so
just
many
fed
other
your
ways.
body a bunch of junk.
Yeah,
too.
so many other ways than just that
calorie.
calorie.
Is not just a calorie.
No, it's not calories in versus calories out. Just not. Okay.
Yeah, so that should just put it in perspective of what happens this time of year and this specific holiday. I mean, all the holidays are hard, but Halloween is nothing but it's candy. Like it's just candy.
It's candy.
So we're gonna have a couple little quick tips to help you make it a better, healthier holiday this year.
And why is it hard?
I don't know.
All Saints Day, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, I
don't remember.
It's my least favorite.
I used to teach it.
Holiday.
I like to dress up and do fun things like that, but I do.
Oh, I know.
She has it. Well, we can't be friends anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
My staff makes me put something on.
You could dress up as a chiropractor.
Weird, right? I could do that.
I could dress up as a fitness instructor.
Yeah.
We're good. We have our outfits for next week. And by the way, speaking of that, we will not be doing our Wellness Wednesday episode next Wednesday because, one, you all will be out trick-or-treating, but we hope that you will be doing these tips, healthy tips, and we will return the following week.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, number 1, before you go out, because you usually don't trick-or-treat till like 6, or I think it's usually 6 to 8, eat a very good, healthy meal before you go.
Yeah, so you won't be starving. You won't be, you and your kids, because we all know the parents are,
I know. I used to sift through Zach's and take the stuff I liked, which was usually the peanut butter cups.
If you eat something healthy and you're full before you go out, you're less likely to just mindlessly eat on the trek through the trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Secondly, again, walk as much as you can. Like pick a neighborhood and walk the neighborhood. Don't drive your kid to each house. Let them walk to at least be able to burn off some of that stuff that if they haven't eaten yet, they're about to be eating. So it's just the healthier version of...
Yeah, and plus it's just get them out and walking. Fresh air and just, even as if you don't go to every house. Because I know there's houses out there that give out other things other than candy. But it's a good activity for your family to do together anyway, just to walk.
Yeah. So take a nice walk on Halloween night.
if you're not going trick-or-treating and you're staying home and handing out, there's always the option, which is what I would do, but no one comes to my house, so I don't even turn on my lights, is to hand out non-sugary foods or toys that they could use. I know that there are some people that hand out like little mini books or stickers or fun straws or things like that
glow sticks,
you know,
tattoos.
yeah. Oh yeah, glow sticks. They love those.
Yeah.
You know,
Be the odd house, and it actually is kind of cool. Sometimes you can be the neat house.
And fruit's an option. I mean, we both know, and we've talked to you about fruit and how that can still act like a sugar in your body, and your body recognizes it the same way. But it is a healthier version than a Snickers bar.
Right. Absolutely.
Trail mix, that's another good one. Yeah. Trail mix, you can do that.
And then here's another little tip: if you are the parent that's buying the candy to hand out. Buy the stuff you don't like, because then you're less likely to eat it in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
That's what I always used to do.
Yeah.
When I did live where I was in the middle of trick-or-treating neighborhood, I'm not now either, I would buy like the stuff like Twizzlers and like what are they, Sweeties? Smarties and like the sugary stuff that some kids love and I hate. Like chocolate was not in my house because that was what I would eat.
Right.
So buy what you don't like, then you're not tempted to eat it yourself. If you're gonna give the bad stuff out to the kids, but I still think you should go with the toys and the other things.
I've not seen this one.
You never heard of that?
I've never heard of this.
Oh,
this is pretty cool. Listen up. Take notes.
This is another option. You've never heard of the Switch Witch?
I've not ever heard of the Switch Witch.
So what you do is after you get all your loot from trick or treating, you go home and you let your kids pick, like you put a limit, like 10 pieces or whatever of candy that they're going to keep their favorite. And then they leave the rest out for the Switch Witch, which at night when they go to bed, it's kind of like Santa Claus, they come and they take the candy and they leave a toy or something else that they want, or money,
book.
or like $1 per pound of candy or something like that.
That's cool.
So that way you as the parent do not eat the candy that you take.
Right.
You can donate it to all sorts of things, but I also found out there's something called Operation Gratitude, which is you can donate your candy and they'll send it to the troops overseas.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a great.
Do something cool with it
instead of handing it out, just go buy it at the grocery store and send it.
Yeah.
Even though we don't want them.
Yeah. We don't really want to make our soldiers sick.
Yeah,
either,
we don't want to promote that, but it's a good cause.
Trust me, I know. I my other half is a veteran, and I know they appreciate some goodies sometimes because they eat healthy enough.
GREs, right? Isn't that what they call them?
Yeah.
Gross.
Ready to eat.
Ready,
something ready to eat.
Yeah.
MREs. Meals ready to eat. That's what it is.
Not GRE. That's
a test.
That's a test. A GRE.
Don't mind us.
I haven't eaten dinner yet. Just saying. Yes, we are.
But anyway, so Operation Gratitude will send that candy to the troops, and then your child is not bouncing off the walls for the next week while they stuff their face.
And then the last tip we have is if they're going to have some and you're going to allow them, limit what they have. So spread it out over a period of time. Maybe 3 pieces a day. And here's one thing. Okay, I'm a former teacher, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So this is what happens
1 piece.
The day after. Yes, that'd be fine. The day after Halloween in school. Now this year, I know in the local district there's in service the next 2 days. So they won't be in school. So that's this week. Never mind. That's next week. This week they have in service, but the day after Halloween. The kids would bring in their packed lunches that some of the kids were allowed to pack themselves. So guess what it was packed with?
Oh, all their loot from the night before. Nothing but candy. Oh, the teachers probably loved that.
No, please, please, parents. Especially the day after Halloween. Please watch what your kids are putting in their lunches. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to parent at all, but I am. Sorry.
So when she went off on that tangent, what it actually said on the outline was, just give them 3 pieces a day, but make them have it spread out. 1 piece at lunch, 1 piece after school, 1 piece with dinner. And if they only got to pick their 10 pieces that they kept from their stash, that'll be gone in a couple days, and it won't be
it won't be so
free
bad
for all.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you can just do what I would probably highly recommend and just say no. And it's okay to say no.
It is okay to say no, but at the same time,
I know.
they're kids and they're allowed to
kids.
have a treat once in a while.
Yeah,
but
because we do.
Yeah, we are not perfect, and we don't think that they should eat fruits and vegetables all the time.
Right.
Like, we know that kids want to have a little fun, and that's why you just do it in moderation. And that's why I think it's an awesome thing to have them pick out their 10 favorite pieces and donate the rest.
And the other thing too, and we didn't talk about this, but at schools, a lot of times they do have Halloween. I don't know if they do anymore, because I know that in the last few years that's been phased out of schools, of having Halloween parties. But I know for me and last year when I was organizing a little, treat, the parents that I asked to bring them, they were really conscious about bringing things that were a little healthier. Yes, they still had a little bit of chocolate or whatever, but they brought like fruit kebabs and things like that were a much healthier choice than just the boxed cookies at Walmart.
Right.
So
and stuff like that. I'm sure you've
yeah.
seen the stuff on Pinterest. They take the little like clementine and they put like a celery stick in the top. It looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Ants on a log.
And
other stuff.
And peanuts, but you'd have to use a different nut butter.
Yeah, like almond
Peanut
butter.
butter. Something like
on
that.
Celery.
But there are really different choices. So think about that too. I mean, if they're having a party at school, think about what they ask them when they come home. What did you have at your party today? And then that might also change your mind about how much candy you want to have them have that night.
Yeah. So but
right?
we hope that's helped, because we just know that people can get in trouble next week. And then here's what else happens. Yeah. Once you start to have that little bit of sugar, that
guy, the fire
sugar
breathing,
dragon,
the sugar dragon guy.
Then it just, as adults, it's like a downhill slide from there till it's already almost Thanksgiving. I'll just keep eating this way, and then it's almost Christmas. I'll make my resolution in the new year. So just stay good.
Yeah, resolve it now. Yeah, make a resolution now that you're going to be more conscious about that for the next less than 90 days now. And then that way, when you get to that beginning of the new year, like, I don't have to make a resolution that I know I'm going to break. Yeah. I already did it. I'm already ahead of myself.
There's nothing wrong with doing the last 65 days or however many days are left in the year.
And then I think there's the blue pumpkin, or there's a thing called if you set out a certain color pumpkin in your house, there's like allergy free. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Somebody was telling me it was a really cool idea.
I have no idea.
And I forgot to look it up. So some of you might already know what that is, but there's a certain color pumpkin that you set outside, and that tells the people that are coming that there's maybe no type of treat there. It's a different thing, or it's allergen free, or whatever. Huh. It was a cool thing. Look it up. Just Google it. I forgot.
Just Google
I'm sorry.
We don't know what we're talking about.
I'm sorry. Somebody did. I mean, they just told me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never heard of that. Just like Switch Witch. Jeez, I'm behind.
Thank you for listening to us tonight. Remember, we won't be in next week, but we'll be here the week after. If there's something you want us to talk about, please tell us.
Absolutely. We have a couple things, but there's some some weighty stuff.
Yeah. So we need other ideas too.
So let us know.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a great Wednesday. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.